Howdy yokes, and welcome back to Bacon and Eggs. I'm Tyler Carlin.
And I'm Ethan Edgehill.
And today we're doing a little volunteer work.
Or maybe we're just having a feast.
So get your bow ready.
And set yourself on fire.
Because today we're bringing you...
The Hunger Games!
The Hunger Games was released on March 23rd, 2012. That's 2,565 days ago. It's like 7 years to the day. Crazy amount of time. Crazy pants. It was on a $78 million budget. It made $694.4 million worldwide its opening weekend. Really?
Nope.
What?
Nope. Just totally.
Nope. Ever. I was about to say, that's amazing.
We did
$694.4 million worldwide. It's got an 84% critic rating on Rotten Tomatoes, 81% audience, and a 68 on Metacritic. Now, before we dive into professional reviews, binary reviews, and all that, we are joined this week by none other Yas Queen Vegard. Welcome to the show.
Hello, thank you. Yas Queen, that's how I always want to be introduced now.
I'll tell you why he said that, is because he has no idea how to pronounce your last name.
Oh.
I don't even know what your last name is.
No, you don't have to. No one knows, and no one does, so...
Oh, fair. Okay.
It's I mean, my name is Norwegian. Like, no one barely knows how to pronounce my first name, so it's fine.
I've been afraid I've been messing it up this whole time, so it's all good.
I at this point, I accept everything.
So what is it then? What technically, how, like with the...
Technically, in Norwegian, it would be Vegard, but you guys don't know how, or, well, I get, maybe Americans do, but British people don't know how to do like that sound, so I always just say Vegard or Vegard.
I don't know how you do it in that context. Ethan has a degree in Spanish. Maybe he can do it.
I have no idea. Not with those letters around it.
Yeah, no, but at this point, I'm like, Vegard, however you want to say it, really.
Vegard.
Oh, well, maybe not Vegard. For some reason, I got ready and everything. I did my hair, and I'm like, oh, this is a podcast. We're not being recorded. This is unusual.
Audio. I actually, the exact opposite situation. I just stepped out of the shower, and I was like, I'm gonna be talking with Vegard. We're gonna be on video. I need to do my hair, and I didn't do it, and now I feel like super self-conscious about it.
No, I'm like so not used to being only on audio. I'm like a little bit nervous.
Oh, you're gonna do great.
You're fine. There's so much less pressure with a podcast. You don't have to look cool or anything. Like, nobody can see this.
Well, that's true, but I guess, yeah, that's true. I should just not think about that.
So we have some professional reviews. Ethan, you have a negative review for us?
I do. As always, the one that I do have a negative review. It's from David Edelstein of New York Magazine. He says, watching The Hunger Games, I was struck both by how slickly Ross hit his marks and how many opportunities was missing to take the film to the next level to make it more shocking, lyrical, crazy, and daring.
Oh, wow. That's
so his complaint was with the director?
With the director, the whole filmmaking process. That it could have just been so much more.
I agree with his complaint about the director. I don't agree with any complaints with the cinematography.
No, I don't either. Cinematography is fine, I feel like.
Well, I don't think that was taking issue with cinematography.
Oh.
Right.
Anyway, do you have a positive review for us before we delve too into it?
Peter Rainer, Christian Science Monitor.
Your boy,
him himself. I always think this is such a weird website because this dude always has reviews contrary to what I would think the Christian Science Monitor would be. Anyway.
Hey, man, the best-selling R-rated movie of all time is Passion of the Christ.
No, it's not. It's not even the best-selling rated R movie.
Yeah, it is. I just said that.
Oh, no, it's Deadpool.
No, it's not.
Really?
Yeah.
Wild.
Box Office Mojo disagrees with you. So
Ross manages to keep the pacing remarkably swift, given that the games themselves don't start until halfway through the 144-minute running time. So he is saying that it's paced super well, despite the fact that I had to watch this movie for 144 minutes, which is a huge complaint from me. That's a long time.
I don't think I could say that for the first one.
Now, we are only talking about the first one.
Yeah, I know, but I don't I don't think I would complain about that with the first one. Maybe in the later ones, but I don't know.
I actually agree with you. I think that Rainer's right here. I think that it is paced remarkably well. I don't feel like...
I disagree. I disagree, actually.
Really?
I don't have an issue with the length of the film. I think it was a pretty decent length. I mean, an hour 45 minutes or whatever it is. 2 hours and 15 minutes. I don't know.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like that long, but I thought that it was just an absurd amount of preamble. Like
There was a lot.
there was so
pre-games.
much that happened before the games that I was like, you kept every scene from the book that happened before the games and almost none of the scenes that happened in the games.
Yeah, I guess I do agree
I thought it
with
was a
that
pretty
little bit.
faithful adaptation in the games.
I don't know. It just felt like they were rushing that whole 45 minutes or whatever it was to me. And I guess I get it because in the book, like a lot of what goes on is like inner monologue from Katniss. It'd be weird if she was walking through the woods just like, man, it's really weird that Peeta said these things about me, but super uncomfortable with that. Just like, whatever. Just out loud.
Imagine.
She's not Spider-Man, Ethan.
I know.
Spider-Man narrates.
That's what I'm saying. It would be weird.
Right.
But I do think the ending feels a bit rushed, like in comparison
Yes.
to the book. Because in the book, it's like the whole thing, they have to like stay on the top of the thing and like for ages, and then the sun goes down, it comes up, and I get that whole thing. Whereas it just ends.
I know
feel like.
they even comment on it in the movie where they're like, man, they're really rushing to end this thing, and I was like, they really are.
Yeah.
And the other thing, like all the medicines they get in the film are like perfect medicines, whereas in the book they're like sort of a patch job fix.
Yeah. It feels
Well,
like,
we don't have that kind of time to watch Josh Hutcherson's leg heal over weeks or whatever.
True.
I watched Josh Hutcherson laying in a cave for weeks.
Same.
Remake of 127 Hours starring Josh Hutcherson.
Just
Oh, man.
laying in a cave.
Just laying in a cave. That's all I need. So, Ethan, we need a binary review. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, binary reviews for Bacon and Eggs, as well as this whole show, believe it or not, are brought to you by Carlin Brothers Coffee. Now, as we enter the great month of April, I want to let you know that Mother's Day is coming up, and what does your mother deserve? The ability to run through a wall. So you should get your mother some Carlin Brothers Cold Brew. Get your mother some Carlin Brothers Cold Brew using discount code BACON at checkout. You get 10% off your whole order. Your mom doesn't need to know that you got 10% off, okay? You can just get the 10% off, and that way your mom gets more cold brew, and you get more happy times with your mom. You get brownie points.
Now, I do want to warn you, people that are thinking right now, like, oh, cool, I'll get my mom some cold brew. I'll also get her some flowers because it's Mother's Day. Make sure she knows not to put the flowers in the cold brew. They will die immediately.
It will die immediately. Additionally, you don't just have to get cold brew. You can get anything from the CarlinBrothersCoffee.com website. Anything from there. Use discount code
Hold
BACON,
on, so if I want
10%
tea,
off.
if I want the peach, the Super Carlin Brothers tea infused with ginger peaches.
I think all the things you said you can do. I couldn't hear your audio, but I would assume, yes, you could do all of that.
You can.
Yes, exactly. You can do it all. So those are all super duper wonderful gifts to get. It's also warming up a little bit outside, at least here in Virginia. So that's why I definitely recommend the cold brew. It's super duper good. I think I was talking about this weekend. I think I could replace my whole coffee habit with Carlin Brothers Cold Brew.
I might have to try some. I haven't tried it yet.
Oh, it's very good. It is very good. It's very...
Oh, Vegard.
Vegard, do you
Hello.
drink coffee a lot? Are you like a coffee guy?
Coffee, like coffee is my brand. I don't have a brand. But, like, if I could create anything, it would be coffee. Like I drink so much coffee, everything. So
Are
yeah.
you like an iced coffee outside in the middle of winter?
Yes, that too, and also I love cold brew. So like,
Yeah, you gotta get it then.
Okay.
Can we
hello.
send it to you? I know the shipping
my
to the
God.
UK is ridiculous, but can we send it to you? Is that okay?
Wait, like a PR package or like a?
Well, I mean, just a gift from us.
Oh
Yeah.
my God! Yes, please.
Yeah, we
I
can
was.
do that.
That's amazing. I was gonna say as a joke, like I'm not a mother and it's not Mother's Day in Norway right now, but I could buy some.
Let's see. Check out what is. Oh God.
Are we doing
I
this
don't want to get.
in the middle of the episode?
I just want to make sure I get it.
I need like a soundboard that has buttons that I can hit, and one of them just says it's like the Anakin voice, except instead of "This is pod racing," he says, "Now this is podcasting."
I don't think that kid's there. Vegard, your last name starts with an S, so it's going to be Smith, because I'm not going to ask.
Lovely.
I feel so bad for your teachers.
Oh, yeah, but like, imagine me trying to be like, talk to someone in a shop or something like where I have to spell out my name. It's so long.
You know, I'm not gonna lie to you though. You do not have that much of an accent.
Oh, well, I've like spoken so much English that I feel like it's like coming off. But also now that I live in the UK, I feel like eventually it's gonna be like half UK, half American sounding.
Well, I definitely, when I first heard you talk, I thought you were Irish.
Oh, what, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god. I've never
I was like,
had that.
And somebody was like, no, he's from Norway. And I was like, that's not right. That's not possible.
No, yeah, but people actually, for the longest time, thought I was American. But then I think my Americanisms in my accent has kind of gone away in a bit. I don't know. I don't know where to place my accent anymore.
I will lie to you. I thought Vegard was a made-up name.
Oh, really?
I did also
kinda
think
like
that as
though.
well.
I kind of like that though, because for my YouTube, like, at least, I don't know. It'll
Yeah.
be...
I thought you were just kind of some kind of like secret vegan ninja.
Yeah, well, also that it, for people... Wait, how am I explaining this? Wait,
You can start that
can't
whole
even
one
think.
over if you need to.
I can't even think. Well, basically, what I mean is like, Vegard is like a generic name in Norway, but like for other people, it's like a made-up name. Like, it's kind of cooler in a way about it.
I haven't thought about this movie in a long time
I
until I
know,
watched it yesterday,
same.
and I was just like, man, I have not seen this movie in forever, or read the book
Yeah.
in forever.
It's not been that long for me, but it's been a while since I read the book.
I think I, like, maybe right when Mockingjay Part 1 came out on, like, DVD, I think I watched the three of them back to back to back. And I think that was the last time I've actually, like, seen it with my eyes.
Yeah.
This is not how a normal episode goes at all. This is a
No.
wild thing that's going
I'm
on.
recording just random bits.
Yeah, just really nailing it down.
What was I gonna say? I'm scared that it's gonna chop in like an important moment and I'm gonna miss something because it's like chopping up.
Nah,
here
you'll
and
be
there.
alright. If you miss anything, just ask somebody to repeat something. It happens.
Okay, right.
It happens all the time.
That's it.
Skype literally sucks.
See, it cut out right when you said that, but I'm assuming you said Skype sucks because it does.
Skype does suck.
Yeah, Skype sucks.
All right, well let's roll into it.
Let's do it. I'm ready. Talk to me about the Hunger Games, Ethan. What
We got to give our
we've got a
binary
few-
reviews.
Oh, binary reviews. That's right. Bacon and Eggs brought to you by Carlin Brothers Coffee. Promo code BACON at checkout for 10% off your entire order. You can ship it anywhere in the world. It's not going to be cheap, but you can ship it anywhere in the world.
We just found out.
So, that'd be exciting. A binary review, Ethan. What is your binary review? And Vegard, are you familiar with what a binary review is?
Is that the 1 or 0?
Yes!
Yes.
It's catching on. It's catching on.
I'm so excited.
Why don't y'all tell me yours?
Wait, okay, so 1 is that you like it, and 0
One
is
is
you don't.
one is you have to see it.
Wait, what was that? You have to...
But yeah, one is you have to see it.
Oh, okay. Oh wow. Well, that makes it harder. If it was like it, that would be very easy. I'm just gonna say 1.
What do you think, Tyler?
Okay. Listen, I've been going back and forth on this so much over the past. I watched this at 2 a.m., which
wow.
I don't know if that's
Why?
like normal for you, listener. Because I was cleaning my house because we found mice in my home. Anyway, it's not important.
Ooh.
I had to wait for the dishwasher to sanitize all my dishes, and that takes 2 hours and 20 minutes, which subsequently is as long as this movie is.
So you're up till like 4 a.m. watching.
Yeah, so when you
What
texted
the-
me this morning, I woke up to like a gazillion unread text messages, and I missed the bracket this morning by like 9 minutes. But anyway, I watched this movie, and I was like, man, I don't know. I feel like this is a big deal in 2012, but now it's not a big deal. But that was only 7 years ago, so like, well, I think. Listen, I think I'm gonna give it a 0. A 0. Like, you don't have to see it.
Wow.
Yeah,
I am
you
as-
don't have to see
Not
it.
even the first one, like...
I
you're
actually-
not gonna tell people to watch the first one?
No, I would tell people to just straight up watch Catching Fire before this one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because like it's just I mean because, like, let's be honest here. How many people were watching these movies with, like, because the books for these movies were the biggest thing since Harry Potter, like, since Twilight. Like, they were the deal when these movies came out. So, like, how many people were really sitting there watching The Hunger Games like, I have no idea what any of this is? And I honestly don't feel like you get a great idea of, like, what is supposed to be going on from this one. I like Catching Fire a lot better as a movie. I did not like Catching Fire better as a book. So I think there's a little bit of a inverse there. But yeah, I would say that you can kind of take or leave this one. I enjoyed it, but it wasn't the greatest movie I've ever seen. But
I think here's my problem with giving this one a 1 is I gave Us a 0, right? And I feel like that movie says more about pop culture and entertainment and all of that. And it got a 0 strictly because of its genre. But to me, I actually think this is a pretty faithful adaptation. I literally finished the book doing one load of dishes and then watched the movie during the next one. So I was very fresh on the book. I was super actually impressed with the adaptation.
Last night when at 2 a.m.
Yeah. Well, I had been listening to I was listening to it on audiobook. I think it's like a 7 or 8 hour book.
It's 11 hours and 10 minutes.
An hour and a half left. What?
It's 11 hours and 10 minutes.
Whatever. I had an hour and a half left. So I listened to that at like midnight, and then at 2 a.m. I read the book. Or I watched the movie. And I read the book again. I watched the movie, and I actually was really pleased with the adaptation. I felt like, I know when I first saw this movie in theaters, I was like, that is not how I pictured Katniss, which honestly still stands. But
that's not how I pictured anyone, though. Like, anyone.
I was very upset with the Capitol. Although when I watched it again this time, I was like, man, this is exactly right. Like, based on, my older, better reading comprehension skills, I was like, they got this a lot closer than like high school me thought they got it.
I think I don't have like a point of reference for that because I watched, or I saw at least footage of it before I read the book. So like I had already picked up on the movie adaptation before the book. And I feel like that's with a lot of adaptations for me. Like I see the film first, not by choice, but like I literally didn't know there was a book for the longest time.
Really?
Yeah.
That is
That's wild. Yeah.
I know.
The books were, and maybe they just weren't a thing where you were, but like they were huge here. Huge.
I think so. Yeah. I think in Norway it wasn't that big. So, or at least not that big at that time. When the later movies came around, it became a bigger thing.
Granted, I mean, we also live in District 12. Like,
yeah, we live in coal mining country in America.
Like, this movie was filmed less than 3 hours from here.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like, if I wanted to, I could, like, drive to the set tomorrow and be back in time for dinner.
I mean, it wouldn't be an interesting shot, though. It would just be, these are woods.
It would be the woods near Asheville.
There was one shot of the woods. It was when she's in the Capitol and she pulls up the woods on her TV screen.
Yeah,
where it's like that's not the East Coast.
It is though.
Was it really?
Yeah,
it looked
literally.
Like
It takes place in. It was all shot in like North Carolina.
I thought it was in West Virginia.
Nope. It is all shot in North Carolina. It's supposed to be West Virginia, but it was filmed in North Carolina. The training scene where she shoots the apple out of the mouth was actually filmed at like an abandoned tobacco factory.
Wait,
which you can't get any more North Carolina.
I was for sure that was a set, like a built set.
Sure they did things to the inside of it, but yeah, I did a bunch of. Once I found out, I was like, where is this? Like, because this is supposed to be like at least the District 12 scene is supposed to pretty much just be my backyard. So I looked it up and it was just like, yeah, this is all like the middle of nowhere, northern North Carolina.
I mean, if you watch Rocket Boys or whatever, it looks exactly the same. October Sky, that's what I meant.
Accurate. So let's talk about the movie though. Let's talk about casting and everything. And that was definitely one thing that still kind of, from what I remember of the books. I mean, again, it's been a minute since I've read the books, but it's like this was the first time where I read a book and then saw the movie, and I was like, that's not how I pictured any of it. Like normally I get a few things wrong in my head, and you know, they're similar actors and similar sets. This time I was like, what?
I feel like Peeta and Gale are like what I would assume would be different than like if I had read the book first. I think I would have pictured them differently.
Definitely Peeta.
Yeah, for sure.
If you read the book description of Peeta, it's like, and then this Josh Hutcherson looking boy shows up. I mean, it's like Josh was perfect for that part. The part where it doesn't make any sense was when they were like, "I'm Katniss Everdeen, I'm 16," and Jennifer Lawrence looks like she's like 28.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I would never have guessed that.
For starters, Josh Hutcherson is not perfect in any part.
I love Josh Hutcherson. You don't like Josh Hutcherson?
No, I cannot stand that guy.
Really?
He's the sticking point for me in this movie.
You sound like Katniss Everdeen.
Oh my god, true.
Dude, I mean, seriously, like I was team. People are like, in the book, you had the whole Edward thing, the Edward Jacob thing, where people are like, "Are you team Gale or team Peeta?" And by the end of the book, I was like, I could kind of see that argument. By the end of the movie, I'm like, when Peeta's like, "Katniss, just end it. Like, somebody has to go home." I was sitting there going, "Yeah, shoot him in the freaking face,
Oh my
man."
god.
What?
I
I
hate
hate
Peeta the character.
I hate
is
Josh
annoying.
Hutcherson as Peeta. I can't
I just think Peeta the character is annoying. I don't think Josh Hutcherson as Peeta is annoying.
Wait a minute. Are you Team Gale?
Who? Ethan?
You.
Me?
No, you. Yeah.
I would say, well, okay, see, I don't...
I'm team Edward. I
For
think
the
that she
first
should have just
movie.
taken Edward Cullen from Twilight and gotten with him instead.
No, I think in every other movie than the first one, I'm Peeta, but in the first one, I'm Team Gale.
That is wild to me. Listen, Liam
Why?
Hemsworth is also way too old to be playing somebody young enough to be in the Hunger Games.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Like,
Can you believe there are people that actually prefer Liam to Chris?
Miley Cyrus prefers Liam to Chris.
Okay, well, less specifically than Miley Cyrus. People that aren't married to one of them.
I don't get it because Chris Hemsworth is Thor. So, like, how could you not?
I know, right? He's so much prettier. Like, it's just ridiculous.
He's blonde.
So is Liam.
Not in this movie.
Not in this movie, no. But he is. Everybody changed their hair color for this movie.
Is Jennifer Lawrence blonde usually? What's
Yeah.
her natural hair color?
Yeah.
That's a weird thing to Google. I feel like if you asked her that on the red carpet, she'd be like, that's a dumb question.
Yeah.
No, I agree with that. But yeah, this... I can't exactly pinpoint
Oh, she's super blonde.
where this movie goes wrong for me, honestly, because like it's got all the building blocks there. Like I love Jennifer Lawrence, I love Woody Harrelson and Elizabeth Banks and Donald Sutherland and Lenny Kravitz and just pretty much like
Whoa, back up real quick. As long as we're talking about the prettiest human in this movie, Lenny Kravitz is a literal god.
I
yeah.
don't even think who that.
Cinna.
Oh, yeah.
So here in the States, he's a like big time famous rock star.
Rock star.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
American woman.
Yeah, he did a bunch of songs. I saw him perform at this music festival last year. He's like a real deal rock star.
Damn. I did
You know,
not
not like Justin Bieber level, but sort of like the last generation, the 90s.
Oh, I see. I did not know that.
Yep. And so he is not normally an actor. And so that's kind of why it was out of left field for him to be in this movie. But actually, I think he did a really good job. I did like his performance. This movie has so many things that should make me love it, but I can't even pinpoint. I'm hoping I sort of figured out while we're recording this. There's just something that kind of doesn't sit right for me about this movie. It does. There's a couple times where it doesn't work, and I don't necessarily even know why.
I feel like for me, that has been the problem with basically all the Hunger Games movies is the dialogue, screenwriting is like, or at least to me, the dialogue comes off so strange. I feel like, I don't know why, but all their conversations are like, oh, this is a script and we're reading it.
I definitely agree with that.
I couldn't agree with you more. I felt like watching this movie, the writer, director, and director of photography were all on completely different pages.
Definitely, for sure.
Because, like, the cinematography in this movie is unbelievably good. Like,
Yeah.
there are
Yeah.
tons of, like, wow, I would get a poster of that shot.
Yes.
And normally I hate movies like this where like the camera moves so often and cuts so
Yes.
much and it's so shaky for like a standard action movie. Normally I hate these movies. Like I was watching one of the Fast and Furious movies not very long ago and I was sitting there halfway through this one scene and I'm like, if they cut one more time and they move that camera again, I'm going to turn this thing off and break my television. But this time I was like, man, they are just you can like feel the tension just
Yeah.
from the filming. You want to talk about the camera as a character. This was a great example of just excellent cinematography, sort of saving a movie almost.
And I also love the, like, what you said, basically, like, the handheld cinematography as well is, like, I think it really works with this movie, and I don't think it works very often.
And I was reading a little bit about why sort of those things came around, and a lot of it had to do with the fact that, like, this movie was made on $70-something million, which is not enough money for this movie.
You can,
it was
you can
definitely-
tell
It
sometimes.
a lot of it looks cheap.
Yeah.
Sort of by design. because you've got a big cast. Like, you have to have a lot of people, and that creates a problem.
Yeah, I think where you run into an issue is they blew their budget on, like, Jennifer Lawrence, Josh Hutcherson, Liam Hemsworth.
No. They paid
Woody
Jennifer
Harrelson.
Lawrence like $400,000 for this movie.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, she was nobody when this movie came out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I didn't think she was that big at that time.
She had done some indie movies. She was actually scared to do this movie and didn't want to do it because she thought it was going to make her into a huge movie star, and it did.
Really?
Yeah, she didn't want to like be that for whatever reason.
Oh, wow.
I did not know. She was in X-Men First Class. She was Mystique.
That hadn't come out yet.
Yeah, it had.
It had?
2011.
When I
I'm
look
looking
at this
at her.
movie, I think much earlier than 2012 because it looks like I don't know what it is about it, but it looks like it's an older movie that is like it looks cheap. Some like I don't know. There's
It
just
does, but
something about that.
listen to this non-Hunger Games cast. It's like the non-tribute cast. Liam Hemsworth, Woody Harrelson, Elizabeth Banks, Lenny Kravitz, Stanley Tucci, Donald Sutherland, Wes Bentley, and Toby Jones. Okay, that is like an insanely cool cast.
Yeah.
And then in the games, you blow your load on 2 for District 12. You have Jennifer Lawrence and Josh Hutcherson. And then Kato is Alexander Ludwig. Who?
Yeah, they're nobodies.
Nobody. Clove, Isabel Furman, Amanda Stenberg. I mean, these people are nobody.
Well, they didn't need to be anybody.
Kato needed to be somebody.
Kato did need to be somebody.
Kato-
That guy was the wrong choice.
Yeah.
That dude looked 16, where Jennifer Lawrence looked 25.
That dude looks like the star of one of those like edgy teen Christian movies.
He looks like he
Yes.
would be in High School Musical.
He could have been.
No, he's too mean looking for that.
Maybe a little bit.
He's not mean looking enough for this part, but he's too mean looking for like standard high school movie.
I guess so.
But yeah, you can make whatever arguments you want based on what casting should have been based on the book, but like that dude was wrong for that part.
Yeah.
Yeah, you needed. Who did they get in the second movie?
Thad Castle.
Yes,
from
they
Blue
needed
Mountain
that
State.
dude. That dude was Kato.
Yeah, that guy. Who well, I don't even remember what his name was. The Finnick? No,
Yeah. I think
Finnick,
so.
the bad guy.
Oh dear.
Finnick O'Dare.
Hold
yeah.
on, it's Alan Richardson is the actor, and in Catching Fire he plays Gloss.
Oh,
Who's Finnick? Why do I know that name?
Isn't he the Tinkerer?
No. That's
he's the sugar cube guy in Catching Fire. I don't know if that's a good explanation of his character.
Real quick, while we're figuring this out, real quick, how come just because you're a baker you can throw 100-pound sacks of flour and paint like photorealistic?
dude.
makeup
do you
all
not?
over
I
yourself?
mean, do you not? Don't you know all bakers are jacked?
Like what?
Okay, but wait, the painting in the arena when he's like actually the tree and the stone, I was like, no way! And how did he cover himself and like cover up himself?
Yeah,
and
in just
Right.
you know. I mean, Tyler,
Just-
don't you remember the song from Beauty and the Beast where Belle's like, "There's the baker getting swole as Fortnite, like always."
The baker just benching mad weight.
Oh my god!
And that's the thing though. Is Katniss is just like Peeta's strong. He throws 100-pound sacks of flour over his head. I'm like, A, why?
Sacks of flour are like 2 pounds.
2, no. Bakers are not generally like farmhand jacked.
No. Like an easier explanation was that just that he would be bored and work out all the time, like rather than him being a baker and that makes him like super strong. Like I don't know.
Right. She's like, well, he's a baker, so obviously he's just absolutely cut.
And insanely so.
But no, I just, yeah, it definitely, especially those two, they had no chemistry together whatsoever.
I felt like Josh Hutcherson was bringing it, and Jennifer Lawrence was not.
I felt like they were bringing it like with other people.
But is that also not like kind of the point at some? Well, not in
Yeah.
the like romantic scenes, obviously, but in like the other scenes, it's like the point.
Yeah, the point is that like at no point during this movie does Katniss believe that her and Peeta are supposed to like actually be a thing.
Yeah.
Is that like she has to fake it every step of the way, and that Peeta is just like actually into her.
I don't know. I have this problem, honestly, with every role Jennifer Lawrence did up until Silver Linings and a couple afterward, that it just feels like she's reading a script and that she's just putting nothing into the part. And that's, I think, a lot of the problem with this movie is that you've got a couple actors that are really giving it their all. Like Stanley Tucci is Caesar Flickerman. He believes that character wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But, for the most part, it's just a bunch of people, it feels like a bunch of people reading a script. Like, even Woody Harrelson, who's, like, his whole shtick is playing the, like, washed-up, angry mentor type. He couldn't even pull it off in this.
I thought Woody Harrelson was brilliant.
Really?
Yeah.
I just felt like they never gave the character room to breathe. He was just so, like...
He's not supposed to. He's an alcoholic.
What? What does that even mean?
He's never really comfortable.
I'm not saying he should have been comfortable. I'm saying they should have let him, like, I don't know. Haymitch is such a great part of the book, and I just don't feel like they use that role in this one the way it could be. I thought it was an interesting turn from the book to have Haymitch be the one that saves Katniss after the rebellion in District 11.
Wait.
How did that happen in the book?
So in the book, there's no, like, in the book, I think when she wrote the first book, she wasn't like, and this is going to cause an uprising, and all of a sudden, I don't think she had all 3 books planned. I think she was going to write 3 books about the games.
Yeah.
So in the film...
Dude, she did not have Mockingjay planned when she started writing Mockingjay.
That is the tea.
The first 200 pages of that book are just, like, literally just Katniss's inner monologue of her being sad.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have my own set of issues with the book series. I did like them, but, like, I liked them in sort of the way that you like something that, like, everyone is into and you want to be a part of it, as opposed to me sitting down there and going, like, wow, these are amazing books. I was like, when I read Catching Fire, I was like, you wrote the same book twice and you're getting away with it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's like, I don't know, it feels like the third one is definitely, like, just trying to make a change from the, like, standard or the format they set up, basically.
There's no games in the third one,
There's no games in the third one, which is the problem, because, like, the format works.
Yeah,
the Hunger Games part is super interesting.
Right.
I find myself always wanting to skip to that bit.
And this is the same reason people have issue. Like, there are people that don't like Deathly Hallows.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't follow the format. It's like, you give me 6 books of the same format, I expect Harry goes to school, something awful happens, he beats Voldemort. I was in for that.
Yeah.
But anyway, we're not here to talk about the multiple books in the series.
I was about to continue on that, and I was like, oops, yeah, we should probably talk about Hunger Games.
We're here to talk about the movie of the Hunger Games. I do just want to say that there are people, we hear you. There are numerous complaints about, oh, this movie did X wrong. I hear it. If we sat here complaining about this movie for 2 hours and, like, listing everybody's complaint about why their favorite character wasn't properly represented, we'd be here for days. I get it. It's a movie based on a book. It happens. We all saw Ready Player One. We're ready to move on.
Poor Wade.
That movie. But yeah, no, the most interesting part of these is the games. I mean, that's such a crazy thing. It's like you know that you're about to, like, watch a dozen kids die, and you're just like, yeah, okay, let's do it. Hunger Games.
Also, what I really liked is that they weren't, like, scared to make it, like, brutal in a way. I feel like it could have easily become where it's like a super, like, not family friendly, obviously, but it could have been less brutal very easily depending on who made the film.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I agree.
I had forgotten kind of how hard they go with that, and as soon as they get off the platforms and the kids just start beating the heck out of each other, I was like, oh man, okay, we are in on it.
That's why it kind of works that it takes a little bit of time to set up, because I feel like that was so unexpected when we finally get to the Hunger Games. Like, I feel like it kind of works that we've spent all this time and then we're like, oh, but is it really going to be dramatic Hunger Games? And then immediately it is.
Yeah. When it comes to the games themselves, I love that they went for a dark choice. I think that this could have easily been made into an R-rated film, and same with the book series. I think they could have been an adult book series if it was about, if they changed the age range from, like, what is it, 12 to 18 to, like, 18 to 24, and added, like, a sex scene between Katniss and Peeta, you've got a whole different story here.
Yeah, and I just wouldn't have cared.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have read it either. No. But now you've got, like, you've got a rated R film. You've got, it's starring different people. Maybe still Jennifer Lawrence. I don't know.
They made that movie, though. It's called Gladiator.
Did they? Yeah. I can't believe this movie and all this popularity didn't come back after Fortnite and PUBG and all the Battle Royale games got big.
I don't think the popularity for this ever went away. People talk about these movies and these books all the time still. Not as much as Harry Potter, but probably more than Twilight.
Definitely more than Twilight.
Yeah, more than Twilight, but I feel like there isn't much of a fandom. Maybe I'll get attacked for that. Maybe there is an underground fandom somewhere that I just don't know about.
It's okay. There's not enough fandom for Bacon and Eggs for them to attack you.
There is definitely a fandom. There are people that there's a lot of shipping that goes on, like a lot of it. There are people that are very devoted to these characters. But for the most part, I mean, I don't think the story lends itself to fandom sort of the way some of these other stories do, because you do have such a rotating cast of characters, because wow, most of them die every time. That's the whole point, is that, like, you get these, you know, because in the book it goes into a lot more into the characters and everything, and then they all die.
Yeah.
Like 10 of them get killed by each other. And you're just like, well, those aren't characters anymore. And also you killed Seneca, who was one of the most interesting characters in this movie. And in the next one, you're going to kill Lenny Kravitz, Cinna. And we're just gonna keep murdering your favorite characters. It's like it's hard to.
You know, people stan Game of Thrones.
Yeah, but I would say the Game of Thrones has less of a fandom and more of a fan base.
I also feel like if this was 3 seasons, 8 1-hour long episodes of an HBO series, and you know, like 2 seasons and 6 episodes in, Cinna dies, there would be like a whole different.
I sort of think that that's how they should adapt every book series instead of trying to do movies.
I feel like everyone wants a book series or a
HBO
TV series rather than a film.
Now, notice I said book series because sometimes they try to do this with single books and it doesn't work because like you can't get 6 seasons of television out of one book.
Yeah. No.
What are you talking about here?
Mostly American Gods. It's bad. It's really bad. It's a really bad show made out of a really good book, and it's really terrible. Because there's not enough going on to make. Because they wrote a whole season of TV out of the first like 4 chapters.
But that I don't get. Why don't they like if they do something like that? They need to just use the core, like the teeniest bit of it, and not like actually put in everything from the book, if that was the thing.
Well, they're trying to make money, so they want you to watch it.
Yeah, that's right.
Like they want you to actually want to watch it, so they got to put all your favorite references in it. But they also want to drag it on for as long as humanly possible. And this time, I'm looking at Game of Thrones. Because they're well past the point where there are books that exist. They pissed the author off so much that he doesn't even want to write the books anymore. So I mean, there's no right perfect way to do it. I think that you could make a pretty good TV series out of these books. I definitely wouldn't want HBO to do it though, just because it is kids and they would ruin it.
They would put boobies in it.
Yeah.
Oh no.
It'd be like, here's Katniss's titties all the time.
Ugh.
And like she's so interesting especially in the first one because she is just like a non-romantic character.
Yeah, definitely.
She's not like, oh man, my hero boy made me love him. I'm gonna fall in love with him now. She's just like, I still hate this guy.
Yeah, I really like Katniss's character.
She's definitely an interesting one.
She's cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, she cares about her family. She wants to get her own, slice of life and just kind of leave everybody else to their business.
She only cares about family.
Yeah.
True.
Well, she only cares about her sister, really.
Yeah.
I feel like they explained her mother really poorly in the film.
There's a shot during the Tracker Jacker Venom scene that I think explains it a lot better than other scenes.
Where
explains it better than it was pre-games. In the Tracker Jacker Venom scene, when like you see the dad go into the thing and then he explodes, and then the mom is like ultra depressed.
Yeah.
To me, that was like, okay, yeah, we're on board now.
But I feel like that was also very late for that to be explained.
I agree.
Because she isn't in the rest of it, is she?
Well, I mean, this movie suffers from a classic adaptation problem where they try to put things in the movie that have a payoff in the books, but like they can't put the exposition of the thing and the payoff thing in the movie, or the movie would just be too long. But they also don't feel like they can leave it out. Like I think you could have left Gale out entirely out of this movie, and it would not have made a difference.
Yeah, because I don't think what happens at the end again with him? Is he in the end?
End of the story?
No, yeah, end of the film. Like, do they get back together after the game?
No,
not in this one.
In the capital.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I agree with that.
They do in the second one. They have a secret relationship while she and Peeta have their fake relationship, and that's a whole thing. And it's like I didn't find that storyline interesting in the book. I get why it's there. People like it, but
make me want to retract my one because I actually have more problems with this film than I realized.
and it's not like I'm not just trying to crap on this movie. Like I did genuinely enjoy watching it. It's just like it does have a lot of storytelling problems. And this is not an uncommon thing with adaptations though, that they do this, that like stuff gets left in that probably shouldn't be. Like Katniss didn't really need a mom. I mean, there was sort of no point for that whole like you can't shut down like you did when Dad died. It was just like that was a weird thing to throw in there.
Yeah,
I think it just shows that like I think it uses it's an effective way to show how Prim has nobody but Katniss. Like, if the story's about do everything so that Prim gets to live, then it's important to know the Prim's relationship with the mom and Katniss's relationship with Prim and Katniss's relationship with Rue, because Katniss is Prim's only provider. So I mean, I think it was effective.
Right.
I had no problems with it.
I mean, I think that what you're saying is true. That's probably why they put it in there. I don't think it was effective at explaining that, though, personally. Until later on. But that was kind of most of the way through the movie when that scene happened. And also that whole part right after that where Josh Hutcherson is like screaming in her face made me very uncomfortable.
So you wouldn't let Josh Hutcherson scream in your face?
Absolutely not.
You really have been against him.
I don't like Josh Hutcherson, man. I don't. I didn't like him in those in the Journey to the Center of the Earth remake.
I love Journey to the Center of the Earth. I would say on my short list of like favorite awful films is Journey to the Center of the Earth.
I mean, I like the good one.
I mean, like Brendan Fraser, Josh.
No,
Hutcherson.
I know what you mean. I'm just saying I like the good one. The one that I don't have to feel like I have to put on my list of awful films that I like. No, but I wasn't super duper sold on Peeta as a character, and then when they put Josh Hutcherson in his place, I was like, okay, I mean, whatever you guys want to do, but like, this seems not the best idea.
So you didn't love the tragic love story?
No, they didn't sell it. Look,
well, because we have Katniss's perspective.
I'll tell you who my favorite character
sell.
in these movies is Effie Trinket.
Oh,
I
same.
love Effie Trinket.
Yes.
Elizabeth Banks is my mom, I swear.
Just delivers the role of a lifetime in this like quaternary character.
Yeah, she's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Happy Hunger Games.
Phenomenal. Because she, and you see this in the later movies especially, and in the books, but she cares about the kids.
Yeah, and she has to put on this like smiley face.
Like, she hates the Hunger Games because she gets attached to these kids and then they die.
Yeah.
Not Katniss though.
Not Katniss, but all the other ones.
Yeah.
Well, not Josh Hutcherson either.
Okay, but prior to them.
Yeah, no, they all die. Yeah.
District 12 has one winner ever, and it's Haymitch.
I think she would be an interesting character to explore more than like she is.
There's a lot of these sort of unexplained supporting characters that like the ones that prop the whole games up are very interesting.
Yeah.
Like her, like Senna, like Seneca, like Plutarch, pulling names that I didn't realize I knew out of my hat right now.
There you go.
Plutarch Havensby is the one I did not think I would come up with. R.I.P.
Who's the guy? Who's the guy that died?
Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Who did he play? Yeah, who did he play?
Plutarch Havensby.
Oh, there we go. Okay, got it. He was the game maker after Seneca.
Yeah, he was the game maker after Seneca got killed.
I like how they kill Seneca in this
with
movie.
The berries.
Yeah,
brutal.
The Nightlock.
Yeah, that was a good scene.
That was good. You know, I don't think Donald Sutherland has ever done something wrong in his entire life.
He was not. He was definitely the one where I was like, that was not how I pictured President Snow. But that was my missing the paragraph where they described him.
I feel like he's perfect as Snow.
He definitely is. I've gone back and like revisited the book and realized that like I missed something. I missed the whole part where you're supposed to be old. Was basically my problem.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then
I was not imagining an old guy. I was imagining like sort of a 40s or 50s like charismatic leader.
Now, is he elected into office or is he like a monarch?
He probably was at one point.
How does that work?
I
also, sidebar.
don't know, Tyler.
Who is the president of Norway?
We don't have a president.
What do you have?
We have a king and a queen. They don't do anything, so we have a parliament or government.
So who's your prime minister?
Wait, do I even know that? Wait.
Oh man, I don't know ours either.
Let me check.
We don't have a prime minister.
I know. I don't know who our president is.
Yes, you do.
It's someone called Berna.
Fair.
Is that a common name?
I said that as if she's like no, but I just said that because you wouldn't know her. But
Well,
yeah,
no,
it's a very
I would.
common name.
I don't think I could tell you the prime minister of England or Canada.
Justin Trudeau is Canada and Theresa May is England, and it's the Canadian president. I think
it is Canadian president.
I might be wrong about that though.
I know so little about that. I feel like actually bad for that. I'm like,
no, Justin Trudeau is like, people love that guy here in the States. He's like attractive or something. Yeah, it is prime minister. Yeah, and he's just like a total bro, and people love him.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no.
Wait, was he the guy who got egged?
No,
I don't know.
Oh.
The guy that got the egg smashed on the back of his head. Is that what you're talking about?
Wait, it cut out, so I didn't hear what you
No,
said.
are you talking about the guy that got the egg smashed on the back of his head, like recently?
Yeah.
Nah, that dude was Australian.
Oh yeah, right.
He's just like a regional guy, and apparently he's just a horrible human being. And so some kid smashed an egg on his head, and he decided that it would, it would gain him favor to just punch that kid in the face on national television.
Yeah.
Which is a wild thing for a politician to do. But that's a whole different subject. Also, Tyler, I do not know the political structure of Panem, but I don't think that like most dictators get elected so much as they just appoint themselves.
Yeah.
Like I'm the dictator now.
Right. I mean, I don't think that he was like the original, like I don't think he's been in power for 75 years, but at least that's not the vibe I got. But I would imagine that he was probably like just the successor of the guy that took over when the military started running the country.
Question.
After the war, terrible war.
When did America fall, do you think? 1930? 1940?
No.
Because if you look at the tech in the what do they call it? The ream?
The what?
The place with the black market in District 12.
Oh.
The radios are all like super old. Oh god.
Well, yeah, because
So
they've
you
been
mean
in a
this story,
constant
like,
state
when
of
does
poverty.
it-
Right, for 74 years.
Right.
My understanding was just like this was dystopian future of America.
I guess, yeah. I mean, you could make that argument that like that was technology that was current when everything fell. Yeah, I didn't really think about that. Just because it's hard to think about that because they have like stun rifles.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. So the idea is the capital takes way more than it needs.
Right, so they have like
So it's always got funding.
they have
for
200
everything.
mile an hour trains, and I thought that was wild
it's
that they
also-
got them there on a train.
Yeah.
Well, it's transcontinental.
Right, but like they have hovercraft.
They also have 200 mile an hour trains.
I mean, yeah, I get that. I don't know.
That is curious. Yeah, why? That's like a side thing, but like that is strange considering
They
they
have-
use the hovercrafts like all over in Mockingjay.
That's true. They have brooms in Harry Potter, but they get them to school on a crappy train.
Well, there's so many levels of ways of transportation in Harry Potter.
Are you wearing eggs pants?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, I am
There we
wearing egg
go.
pants, egg pajama pants.
That's amazing.
They're awesome.
Um,
We're gonna be famous.
And this shirt is kind of like I was gonna say bacon, but not really. So, but yeah,
it is Harry Potter.
yes.
It's Gryffindor, right? Is that what I'm saying?
It's flat for 90 quarters, but it looks
Oh.
Gryffindor. I'm trying not to be like Gryffindor here.
Hey, I'm a
That is-
Gryffindor as of this year.
Oh yes, well I am a Gryffindor in 2019, like if you count the resorting trend.
Yeah, it's a really good thing you got rid of Wise Hufflepuff. That would have been really embarrassing.
It's actually like those were a combination of Ravenclaw and Hufflepuff, and that's Gryffindor. Like it just
Yeah, that would have been real embarrassing.
Oh wow, I have been put in basically every house now.
Except for the one for the bad guys.
Oh yeah, all the evil people.
Yeah.
Sophie's gonna tweet about this if she listens.
This is
Well, she's a
that is
Gryffindor,
definitely a
she's
difference
bad.
between like, young adult fantasy book series. Is like everybody's always talking about like, oh, I want to go to Hogwarts, I want to get my letter. Nobody's sitting there like, I want to be reaped for the Hunger Games.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah,
okay,
I want to go into the
if I knew I wasn't gonna get killed, I would love to be in the Hunger Games.
what?
Not like to kill someone, but just to, I don't know how to explain this. This sounds
Wait a
terrible.
minute.
If at birth
Oh,
you
yeah,
were very
no, I'm
obviously a
gonna need
main
this.
character, you'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm cool.
Yeah, if I was a main character, I didn't actually kill anyone. I maybe like scuffed someone, and I didn't get killed. I would like really think it would be cool to be in the
So you just want to go play like giant paintball.
Yes. But like
they have
obviously
paintball
it's
in the
still
UK?
like I would still the same things happen, like basically like it's still people get killed and everything, but I don't know why, but it's so fascinating to me.
Man, I'm not letting you lead a government.
I would not like the world to be like it is in the Hunger Games, obviously.
I mean, did they?
I mean, it is fun to imagine, like, would I survive?
Yeah.
Would I make it? How would I do it? And the more kids we can get outside learning how to build fires, I guess the more fires we'll have.
As long as it's not about killing people.
Right. Yeah, I'm anti-murder.
Yes. Who do we all have to say that we are that? Like, who's for that?
Are you not willing to say that?
Oh yeah, of course. I'm not. I was
gonna say, that's not a denial.
Really need to press it. Preface it.
No, for sure. And this is such a wild, like, the Hunger Games is such a wild concept for, like,
Yeah.
keeping the people subdued. Like, how did they really think this was gonna work? And that this was, like, not gonna, inspire people to riot?
Oh, I cannot believe it lasted
I
75
know, that's the
years.
thing.
I feel like after the first year, I'll be like, oh, yeah. No.
Yeah, there's even
Like,
districts.
this is what blows my mind, that no victor has ever commit suicide before the match was over.
That is actually crazy to think about. But I guess once you win, you know you're gotta get the money. I don't know.
Yeah, but like you're gonna get the money, but you murdered 23 people.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
But,
it seems
okay,
like
wait,
that
most
Kato
of
and
the
Clove
winners-
and Glimmer were all about that.
That's what I mean. So I feel like most of the winners have been about like the killing from like when they were brought up. They've all been taught that was it. Like that was something they do. So maybe that's why, because so many of the winners have been people with killer instincts, and like you can see Haymitch, obviously he's not dealing with it very well, and he wasn't
That's
that
true.
type of person.
That's a good point. I do think it's interesting. Kato makes an interesting movie point. I don't remember this being in the book at all, but when he's got Peeta by the neck, he's like, just kill me. It was always going to be you that won. You know, and they speak to like the game makers staging everything.
Yeah.
Did you think it was weird that Kato was able to figure that out?
Or
Or like, because book Kato is just like, I'm going to kill you all. I'm going to win. I'm going to get my glory.
yeah, because he's very like dumb in a way.
Right. He's like dumb and he's angry.
Yeah, I think that's interesting. I feel like it should have been another character that said it, not him.
It almost sounded like the line was for Peeta.
Yeah.
And it was like, I think they just got the wrong person to read this. Like maybe it printed on the wrong page.
The name was printed wrong.
It was definitely out of character for me. I was shocked at him saying that when he was like, yeah, I can kill both of us right now. It was always going to be you. And I was like, what? It was?
Why are you saying that? Yeah, like it was always going to be you killing me. It's like, it really?
I was sitting there like, man, they don't like her though.
Right.
They're
Like,
mad.
they hate her. They want her to lose.
Yeah. Seneca was going to have her killed.
Yeah. I can't believe they didn't have her killed.
The one thing I am glad that they left out of this movie was the thing with the dogs all having like the dead people's eyes and them talking about that for 47 paragraphs.
Oh wait, oh my god, I forgot about that. What was that about?
Well, the dogs were supposed to be like inhabited with the souls of the people that died or whatever. That's what they're supposed to believe. And it's just an absurdly haunting image that was put in that book for no reason and talked about at length. And I'm really glad they didn't go through that in this movie.
I liked that part of the book. I thought it did a really good job to just show how evil the Capitol was, to remind Katniss that, like, even if you win, we are capable of things you can't imagine.
Yeah, I don't think that they needed to impress that point any more than they already had.
But also, how, maybe this is something I just forgot, but, like, how did they notice that? How close were they to these dogs?
They're very
close, yeah.
And Katniss notices that Glimmer
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there
that
was
makes
something special about Glimmer.
eating Peeta's leg. Because
Yeah.
she had, like, big blonde hair. It'd be a weird thing for a dog to have, like, curly blonde hair. They weren't, like, dogs, either. They were, like, werewolves.
The movie
Yeah.
didn't do a great job, I think that I could have gotten more of the tributes. Like, I would have liked a little bit more of the story they give you in the book about sort of each of them.
Yeah.
Like, most of them weren't even named.
They weren't named in the book, either.
Yeah, they were.
Like, no, you get Kato and Glimmer and Thresh and Rue
And Clove.
Foxface and Clove, and that's like it. There's like 5 districts that like are out before it even starts.
Yeah, they all suck. They're like the wheat district.
Wait, okay, so this is separate because obviously we're not talking about catching fire, but I think it's a problem that they cut so many people so early in the second Hunger Game, because that one should have been more of a fight. But anyway, I probably shouldn't go on about that.
I honestly do not remember how it plays out in the second one, except that
It's a clock, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
that was so interesting. When I figured that out in the book, I was like, I remember being like, I don't know, however old I was when I like 16 or whatever. And I was just like, oh my god, it's a clock.
Yeah.
But no, it was cool in the movie. I just don't remember a whole lot about the actual fight for whatever reason. It's been a while since I saw him.
Yeah.
So I don't have the
I
exact
think they're
like.
glossed over.
Say that again.
They were just kind of glossed over, really, I feel like.
That sort of happened in this
The
one
real,
too.
like, fight.
Yeah, again, like Tyler said, like
Yeah.
as soon as it starts, you got multiple districts that were just done within seconds.
Yeah.
You know what I really liked was the countdown when she's talking to Cinna right before she goes up on the platform, and they're like 40 seconds, and they count down from like 40 to 0. That's a
So
lot
long.
of counting.
I know.
Yeah.
But I think it did a really good job of
so
like
long.
raising your anticipation, and like you're like, oh god, this is really it. You know, it really puts you in that moment.
No, but I was
As
definitely
opposed to
just
being-
like,
yes.
am I about to watch Wes Bentley list 40 numbers? Like, is that what's about to happen for the next minute of
Yeah.
my life?
Yeah.
Turns out.
It wasn't the worst once they had started counting, but I was a little bit like, what is going on now?
I know, even in like the movies about space, it's just like T minus 35, 7,
Yeah.
5, 4, 3. And this is when he counts down from 40, and I'm like, okay,
Yep.
okay, whatever you do, man, whatever you say. Yeah, no, I mean, I don't even know what to say. I lost my thought there. Had a thought.
Yeah.
Hey, what were some of your favorite parts of this movie, guys? What really did it for you?
Instead of favorite parts, can we have some listener questions?
Yeah, you can do that too.
Oh, yeah.
Let's get it.
Escatit. A few people have asked this question: Katniss versus Hawkeye. I cannot explain to you how much Katniss would lose that fight.
Wait, which one?
Which what?
Wait, what was it? I didn't fully get that.
Oh, sorry. Katniss versus Hawkeye. Who would win?
Oh.
Now, Hawkeye has explosive arrows. He also shot Loki while he wasn't looking, while he was flying. This Hawkeye would win this fight.
I mean,
okay?
she's a normal person with a bow.
Right. She's talented, but she's no.
Yeah, like she's a decent shot, but she's not superhero
She
level.
misses a shot in this movie, like
Yeah.
multiple shots. She misses one when she first gets the silver bow, which looked cheap as can be.
Yeah. Again, it was a tight budget.
It pulled me right out of the film when they were like, and this is the bow she's using. I was like, it is? Are we sure?
Why is
They
it
picked
silver?
out the wrong prop bow.
Yes, they absolutely did. This one, did Katniss ever really love Peeta, or was it desperation, or was she playing the game? She was playing the game.
In the first one, yeah, for sure. She
Yeah,
was playing
she
the
had no idea that he was like actually into her.
Yeah.
Wait, you do you not think she knew that he was into her?
I don't think she knew. No, I think because she keeps commenting on it in the book. She's always like, "Man, this all just comes so naturally to Peeta. He's so good at this. Man, I wish I was better at this."
I forgot that. I fully thought she knew he liked
Yeah,
her.
because at the end, after she gets out of the games, Haymitch is like, "Listen, you need to sell that you two were in love." And she was like, "Did you tell Peeta?" And he was like, "I don't have to." And she was like, "What? Why not?"
What? He actually cares about me? Shoot.
What? Shoot, dog. Little old me?
Yeah, so, no, yeah, Katniss is just playing the game. She has no idea Peeta's invested in the whole thing. Even though he definitely is. At least Peeta is. Josh Hutcherson isn't. Again, just really pulling me out of it, guy. Go back to 2012 and do better.
Oh my god.
He's just not a believable act. Like, I didn't feel like he was sincere in any scene he was in. I just did not.
Oh, we got one question that just says the fandom is dead.
That doesn't sound like a question.
Well,
That answers your question from earlier, though. Is there a fandom?
Yes.
No.
apparently not.
No,
according
no.
to this person, at least.
It's locked in Eminem's basement.
Somebody said, "Is this an April Fool's joke?" Let's see.
Wait, what part? Wait.
I think us recording this episode.
Oh my god! Imagine you guys just like, nope, hang out. The call, it's over.
Yeet, bye.
It does not even come out on
No.
April Fool's Day, is the thing.
No, it comes out
Oh,
April
true.
4th.
Yeah, people are gonna be over it already.
Yep.
Yep.
Comes out the 4th, yeah.
So let's see. Let me just check Twitter. We didn't really get any on Facebook. These are.
We got a bunch of Discord.
Oh yeah, we did get a bunch in Discord. You want to pull?
Where
them
were
from
you
Discord?
reading
I'm
those
pulling up
from?
Twitter and Instagram.
Oh. Yeah.
Someone said something about if you had like one of your family members being pulled in the raping, would you volunteer?
I'm the youngest, so they should volunteer for me.
But if they got picked,
If they got picked, I appreciate the extra.
I just don't understand why Katniss, the clearly more capable member of the family, is volunteering in place of of Prim, the clearly less capable member of the family.
Wait, what was that?
I don't understand why Katniss volunteered for Prim.
Because she doesn't want her sister to die.
Right, but like, what is the point of that? Why do her and Gale both feel like that? Like, if there's gonna be one kid in the family, it should be Katniss.
To provide for the mother, but I think from Katniss's perspective, it's all about providing for Prim.
I guess.
yeah.
Katniss hates the mom.
I mean, for sure, but like, if there's gonna be a member of the family left, it should be Katniss. She's the one that's not useless.
But,
Okay, hold on. So let's say we're all at the reaping, and
Oh
Vegard's
wait!
name
I
is called.
think I just got it. So you meant that her mom should have volunteered?
No, I just think that, like, I mean, I get why Katniss volunteered, but at the same time, it seems like a weird thing for, like, oh, I gotta do everything for my baby sister, like, stuff she wouldn't do for
Oh
me.
man, I feel like you don't have any siblings.
You're correct, but I feel like this all the time in
I feel like if 12-year-old me was like called to my death, 15-year-old Ben would have been like, "Nope, that's not happening. We're not doing that."
guess.
And he would have stepped in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't think Jonathan would.
I
have,
don't
but
think it
maybe.
was much of her like she like thought through it like super long, does she?
No, she's like.
It's like
as soon as it happens, she's like, "Oh God, no! I volunteer as tribute."
yeah.
well, she is the main character, so it'd be kind of weird if she didn't.
Well, yeah.
If it was just like She's watching on TV like, man, this sucks. I really hope my sister doesn't die. And that's what the book is about.
She's just watching it. The whole thing is just her like thinking about the games happening.
Yeah.
I can't believe Prim's about to get shot, and she's dead. Okay. Well.
Okay, so I've got questions from our Discord. Shout out to Discord on Discord at discord.discord.
Wow.
/Discord. Promo code Discord for 10% off your Discord.
This character from Johanna Toodle, our resident Swede, says, what character do you relate to most?
The mom.
Yikes.
Being the mom. Being like,
I lost my husband to a mine shaft.
Which one? Who is it? Thresh, the giant black dude that just smashes the girl against the wall and is like, just this one time, 12, you better watch out!
oh my god.
Devil Sharper, hold my dick!
This is for Rue! He's like mad about it, like, I'm helping you, but I'm pissed off still!
I actually feel like I most relate to, like, probably one of the capital people because I live in high society.
Oh. I think I relate to Peeta, maybe? I can't really think of who else.
You know who I like? I like Cinna.
Yeah.
The guy is just like,
No,
I have
I feel
very
like-
little influence. All I do is make dresses, but like I can do that pretty cool. I'm gonna use my talents.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? Cinna, he makes an impression. He's the reason Katniss survives because without the girl on fire thing, they would
No,
have never
I mean
been
for
the
sure,
lotion.
but that's what I'm saying. Is he's not like a politician or like a soldier or like an athlete. He wouldn't survive in the games.
Athlete, yeah.
But he's like I can make dresses. Let me use this to help people.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
That's what I was getting at,
I
like-
also think that if Lenny Kravitz was in the games, he would be standing on that platform at the beginning with a guitar, right? And before the Hunger Games begin, he'd be like, American woman,
Oh, my
listen what I say.
I still just
Oh,
have a bunch
yeah.
of pictures of Justin Trudeau pull up on my computer. I forgot about that. I looked over. It's literally just Google images for Justin Trudeau, who is a politician, so all of his pictures look exactly the same.
Yeah.
Let's see. How hungry are the games?
I felt like they talk about hunger a lot in the District 12, but I felt like she
In the game. I feel
in the
like-
games she doesn't seem that hungry. I feel like
No,
she finds some rabbit pretty quick.
She finds some stuff. She got that backpack. She blows up all the other food.
I don't think.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Was it a problem for anyone in the games?
Well, Rue, there is like a moment where Rue's like, "Oh my gosh, this rabbit leg is delicious," and Katniss is like, "Do you want the other one?" And Rue's like, "Oh no, I could never." And then Katniss is like, "Eat it."
Yeah, but that's the only point, isn't it? And
In the movie- in the film, yeah.
deliberately makes all the apples blow up and everything.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, 'cause she doesn't need that.
Well,
she
she
doesn't
very
does
stockpile.
that. She does that. My understanding is because the campaigners or the campaigns or the careers. That's what they're called. The careers wouldn't know how to like hunt or whatever.
Oh yeah,
So they
obviously.
would.
Right, that was
So
her whole
she can-
strategy, was to starve everybody else out.
Yeah.
For sure. I did love the one scene where they were like, all right, well, we got to get some food. And Peeta just looks her dead in the face. Is like, okay, give me the bow. And she's like, what?
No.
He's like, nah, I'm just kidding. I'll go get berries.
Yeah.
I got to accidentally kill somebody doing this.
Oh, we just got a question on Instagram. What do you think of the decision to not have Thresh die at Kato's hands? I don't think that it's clear how Thresh dies, whether it be from the wolves or from Kato.
It is 100% clear that Thresh dies from the wolves.
You
That is
think?
basic cinema storytelling. Yeah.
Interesting. I wouldn't have thought that.
Were you watching the same movie?
Yeah. But,
Where they
you know,
introduce the
whatever.
wolves on the screen, and then 2 seconds later you hear, "Rah!" Boom, from Thresh.
Yeah, I mean that's how I want to go.
Eaten by monster wolves?
Yeah.
I mean, we could arrange that.
Actually, please don't.
All right. This question is also from Discord. Seamus implied that Vegard doesn't watch any movies. Had he already seen the Hunger Games films, or did he watch them specifically for this podcast?
Oh, I'm guessing this is a joke because of Seamus's video.
I would imagine.
Yes.
Because I'm not very good. I don't watch many films.
Correct. Yes.
But
we've heard.
I've watched the Hunger Games, all of them. So yeah, I'm just not big on like superhero films. I'm like not big in the Marvel universe, which I know people are gonna attack me for. I'm sorry.
Listen, Vegard, I don't care what movies you watch. I think you would like the Marvel films.
I think, well, yeah, that's the thing. I'm just at this point. I feel like I have too many to get like caught up, and everyone's just like knows everything about these characters, and I'm like,
Yeah, but I mean, like, that's the best news ever.
Well-
you just discovered that, like,
There's never a bad time to start.
true.
Plus,
okay,
like, I mean-
I'll make it sad that I will, during the summer, watch a lot of the Marvel films, but I'm done with my first year of uni and don't have all these boring films to have to watch. Oh my god. Okay, well, you know what? Now I'm gonna start watching them immediately. So.
What did you say?
Look at the chat.
A shirtless picture.
Oh, yeah. Shirtless Thor.
Yeah.
This is a weird thing for me to be Googling right now, but I'm doing it for the good of the podcast, okay?
Are you Googling shirtless Marvel characters?
Yes.
Of course.
Yes. I could think of nothing else to do with my time. Robert Downey Jr. is much less impressive. I won't lie to you.
Maybe.
He has a big... Oh, I already did Chris Hemsworth. That's not what I meant. The other Chris. Not Pratt either.
Evans.
I mean, these are some freaking photos.
What's even happening right now?
This is insane.
That's actually, yeah.
It's actually a gif of people spraying, like, oil on him.
Oh, wow.
So that's a good film. That's a worth your time film. Captain America: The First Avenger.
Tom Holland as well.
Tom Holland is like a child, but I guess you're a lot younger than me.
He's also younger than Tom Holland.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. I don't want to Google Tom Holland shirtless. I'm just gonna Google Tom Holland. I feel like
He's
I'm a little
not
too old
that
to do
young.
He's 22, Tyler.
He looks young.
He was freaking Billy Elliot. Okay.
Yeah, a long time ago.
Anyway,
He was literally shirtless in the movie.
I know. Here we go. I got it.
There has to be a scene in every Spider-Man where Spider-Man takes his shirt off and is like, I got spider muscles.
Yeah,
I'm jacked. What the heck? Oh, hold on. There's a more of a
For
shot
some
here.
reason, that picture looks like he has been photoshopped. His head has been photoshopped onto another body.
I don't think so. He was Billy Elliot. He's pretty freaking ripped. There's a lot of dancing that goes into that part.
Yeah. This was a tangent.
Yes.
This is excellent podcasting. If you can see the Skype conversation between the three of us, it's just a bunch of pictures of shirtless men.
If only this was a visual podcast.
Okay, I've got another question that will kind of direct us back toward the games. Okay? If you were in the Hunger Games, would you be willing to make an alliance with someone knowing you might be the one to kill them later?
Yeah.
No, I would never be able to sleep if I was near another person.
Yeah,
Oh,
same.
yeah, no, actually, that's true.
Same.
Wouldn't either. I would
That is a lot of faith, especially for people from different districts. That's wild to me.
I could do the Katniss and Peeta thing.
I don't
Where it was
even know
like-
if I could do that. Because if you've just met this person from the same district, like, don't know that they're going to care about you at all.
Well, if you're Peeta,
Well,
you better pray to God that
If I was
Katniss does.
if I was Clove or whatever her name is, Glimmer, yeah, I would not have gone anywhere near Kato.
No.
I would have killed him in his sleep.
Immediately, yeah. I'd have been like, you are the biggest threat in this whole arena.
That's okay.
Yeah.
This is confusing to me because that whole group had the chance to like kill each other in their sleep. That sounds awful. But like they had the chance to make themselves like so much further along in the games. Like all of them did, but none of them chose to.
I think the biggest moment of like wasted winning potential was when I guess Clover Glimmer, whichever one of the girls with the knives, is like, how am I gonna kill Katniss Everdeen? Which knife am I gonna use? As opposed to just like slice throat.
And she starts
Yeah.
monologuing.
And she starts monologuing.
Yeah, no. If I was one of the girls, especially, and Kato was like, "Hey, we're careers. You guys want to, camp together?" Sprawled out all over the floor for some reason, like savages. I'd have been like, "Yep," and then stabbed the crap out of him.
Yeah, they also.
I would have gotten some distance and thrown a knife because my knife throwing skills are perfect.
Yeah.
I could take out a crowd of people. I know I can. I did it in the freaking training center. These are the same freaking knives. Give me 20 yards and I'll take every single one out.
Yeah, I feel like she could have just run up, grabbed the knives at the cornucopia, grabbed the knives, and probably iced like 20 of them.
Yeah.
Really quickly. I don't know. Anyway, let's see. What would your strategy be in the Hunger Games? And as a follow-up question, which of you would die first?
Ooh, that's a good question. 3 of us. Who dies first?
I don't know. We're making alliances because I will definitely kill both of you in your sleep.
Jesus
No
Christ.
question.
I'm okay. So here's my thing for not being first killed, because I love long run. So I feel like I could have like I could manage to like run far enough away to not be killed first.
Yeah, no, it'd be me instantly. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I don't think any of the three of us would run into the cornucopia.
Yeah, no.
No, no.
I would see those weapons and I would be like, none of that is helpful to me. I've never had a sword in my hand in my entire life.
I think I would grab backpacks.
Yeah,
for sure.
backpack would be useful, but like, yeah, I don't need any of this. I'm gonna turn and run. But Vegard would win because he would get
Yeah,
he would start, and as soon as he got into his first little camp, the sponsors would be like, "We're sending this kid everything. Here's a gun."
We love this guy. Have you
I would
seen
be- I
his
would just-
hair?
I would just make like good TV. Like I would be like voguing in front of the camera. I would be like posing and be like, "Hello, here I am." Trying to then like
Yeah.
just
Vegard's
be,
posted
like,
up in front of the
funny.
tree camera, just like, okay, day one
Yes.
recap. Listen, a bunch of these people killed each other right by the cornucopia. This is bullshit.
I'm like making a vlog. I'm like, "Hello guys,
Exactly.
welcome."
What is up, YouTube?
back.
It's me, your boy, here live for the Hunger Games. Caesar,
This shit
Caesar, I
is
know you're watching, brother.
bonkers.
Caesar,
I'd make like a branch crown and like be the queen. Yes, I'd love
I'm the queen of the Hunger Games now.
yeah, Vegard's just running around the woods while everybody else kills each other. The game makers are like,
I
what
mean,
is
that
this
was
guy
Fox
doing?
Face's strategy.
No,
wonder
I would
if-
definitely die first. I am not in particularly good shape. And my knees don't work well, so like yeah.
I
I think I would get nervous on the platform and I'd trip over and blow myself up.
that's the real thing.
I'd be like,
Oh,
they'd be like,
no.
3, 2. I'd be like, I'm going, and then
Oh
boom.
man, especially the second one, the catching fire one. I would just drown. Like
I would.
Because
be
they like drop you in the
terrified.
water,
yeah,
don't they?
yeah. I would just stand there on my
To get
platform
to
and be
that
like,
cornucopia is like that's just awful.
Yeah.
You have to run on this slippery rock.
yeah, no, I would absolutely, yeah, I would fall on the rock and break my ankle and then just wait for death.
Just wait for death.
I love the idea of Vegard being the queen of the Hunger Games.
Hello, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, he's just running along through the woods singing that song from the Wizard of the If I Was the King of the Forest song from the Wizard of Oz.
Like, this isn't an alliance. This is like, there are other tributes who worship you.
Yes.
Like, I would die for you. I don't even want to win.
Yeah, Glimmer's like, have you seen the
Someone-
kid from Seven? He's fabulous.
Someone walks by, they're like, "Yes, queen," and then they move on to kill someone else.
Because they wouldn't take that serious. They would know that they could come icy if they needed to, and then meanwhile,
Yeah.
everybody else dies.
I'm like,
Right.
I'm the one they wait till last to kill.
Oh, it's his signature. I found this picture of Tom Holland shirtless holding a basketball because I googled Tom Holland shirtless. And it looked.
Wow.
He signed the picture, and it's like a picture of the signed picture. But at first, it looked like his hand was tied to the basketball, and I was like, that seems like a weird thing to do.
Oh.
I
Are you
see.
seeing this
I see what
picture?
you're saying. Yeah, I am.
There's also a picture of Tom Holland beating the living crap out of a punching bag at the beach, shirtless. This dude's shirtless a lot.
I don't think he needs a shirt.
No, he should. That should just be his like standard in every film. He like refuses to wear a shirt.
This is Tom Holland dunking a basketball, shirtless.
He can't dunk.
I'm not gonna complain that we're back on the topic of Tom Holland shirt.
Well, it was on my, again, it was just on my computer, because I don't click anything off ever.
I'll tell you, listen, there's a lot to be said about these shirtless men, but Chadwick Boseman's arms. Let's just real quick.
Who?
This
Chad?
is
Who?
Chadwick Boseman. He's Black Panther.
Oh.
He's on the right of this photo I just shared with you. Look at this arm.
Oh, that's
These are some crevasses.
scary to be honest.
No, what's scary is Michael B. Jordan covered in those dots.
Yeah, each one of those marks a kill.
He would win the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
Eric Killmonger, he
Eric
would have that
Killmonger,
knocked
yeah.
out in an hour.
he would kill them all. He would go straight into the cornucopia, win that, and then like hunt each and every one of them down. And they would want to be killed by it. Oh yeah.
Fair enough. And then the last question we have on Discord that I'm going to ask, what district would you each be from and why?
Okay, wait. I have to search up the districts real quick to see what they're about. Do you guys know all of them by heart? Like what? they're
God,
about?
no. I know the coal one, because it's where I'm from.
Yeah. Cool. Let's see.
District
The
meeting.
Oh my god, there's a lot of details here. Is there just like a quick this one does this one does this?
Okay, so 1 is luxury, 2 is masonry, 3 is technology, 4 is fishing, 5 is power, 6 is transportation.
Are we...
lumber,
Hold on. Run this one back for a second. Are we really going to pretend that Vegard would not be from the capital?
Oh yeah, Vegard is President Snow.
Oh, what?
You would totally be a capital citizen. Are you kidding me? Look at the hair,
Okay,
man.
but a nice one, not an evil one.
No, plenty of them
You'd
are
be like
nice.
Flavius.
That's the
I'd
whole
be-
thing.
yeah.
That is literally the topic of these books. Is like, there's not a whole lot of difference between people from the capital and people from the districts. It's just what the government says about them.
True. Oh yes,
all
I'd
about
love that, to be honest. All their extra outfits, that's everything.
Or he'd be from District 1, the luxury district.
How are they the ones that are good at fighting, though? Like,
That, yeah, I guess they're just trained like from the beginning, but that is still strange that they would be good at fighting.
also,
just
what does
because
luxury
they're
even mean? Like, what do they make luxury?
Luxury items such as jewelry.
Oh wow. So what are your guys?
We are from Virginia, so either District 2, which is masonry and defense, or District 12, which is coal
Yeah,
mining, because there doesn't appear to be a tobacco
See,
district.
that's definitely the weird thing, though, is like we are from the United States of America.
Yeah,
So, like,
that is kind of
This is real places here that we're sort of talking about.
It is cool that we're from the United States.
okay.
Thank you, Vegard.
What I want to know is like what's happening in the rest of the world, but I guess that's not.
That was going to be my follow-up question to this, is that, like, what in the Fortnite is the rest of the world doing while this is going
The
on?
Geneva Convention is just...
Are they sitting over there like, all right, Pan Am, whatever you want to call yourself now? Was the world destroyed by that war? Is that all that's left? It can't be.
Nothing.
If that would be strange if it was only America that was left. I think that's. But then also,
Oh.
why wouldn't the
Would
other?
it be strange?
Yeah, world's a big
I think
place.
if we went
bro.
to nuclear winter right now, America would be the only people standing.
But like, why is it that if that wasn't the case, why wouldn't the other countries
wasn't-
be?
it wasn't
involved?
nuclear
So
war,
it
though.
Makes sense. Yeah, so it makes sense that it's only America. Or else I feel like they would have been involved in the war, right? The other countries.
I mean, probably. I don't really know much about the war, but it wasn't nuclear war. Like, it wasn't nuclear winter that destroyed everything. It was like a sort of normal war brought on by, it was climate change, right? Like, the sea level rose. So maybe Europe got eaten by the sea.
But yeah, that makes sense.
Those fjords are pretty tall.
Wait, where?
Norway.
Yeah,
The one,
it's all fjords.
the one with the
one
fjords.
with the fjords. We just have fords in America.
Oh wow.
In America.
Norway's the one, yeah, with the fjords. The one on the west, right? I totally know which one Norway is. Yeah.
Why did you leave Norway?
Because okay, so I'm studying film here, because there isn't much of a film industry in Norway, and also I wanted to be closer to YouTube friends and everything. Like, if YouTube took off, like, that's what I would pursue.
You would say YouTube has not taken off?
Well, in the sense that I can't, like, live here if it wasn't for student finances.
Gotcha.
So that's
I
like
couldn't live
basically like I'm doing uni, which I love what I'm studying, of course, but like it's YouTube that is like the passion and reason that I would stay here.
So
You're gonna get 100,000 subscribers soon.
Yeah, it's really close now. I'm getting super close. I think tomorrow I might hit 97,000. So
You should. I mean, you're at 96,909. I would imagine you would.
Oh wait, really?
According to YouTube, I don't know what the Social Blade says.
Yeah, well then tomorrow should be 97,000. It's been, this month has been crazy. Well, March has.
March was a good month. We also had a good month in March.
March, yeah, I grew 4,500, and I had one video that hit like 100k in a few days, and I don't know what happened really. I wasn't expecting it.
That's what you call viral. That's more views than subscribers.
Yeah, so that's for like viral is like obviously defined by each person, because it's like it's just a blow up compared to like other things. So yeah, that was definitely, it was crazy. I don't know.
So I did have another listener question here, and I don't think this is the intention of the listener question, but I do want to kind of ask this question. And the question was, who is Vegard?
Oh.
And so I'm going to
Okay.
repurpose that and say, like, tell us a little about you and what you kind of do, because I don't think we really got into that at the beginning for some reason.
No, okay, so yeah, I do YouTube. If the listeners have listened to the podcast with Sophie, we kind of do do the same thing but not. She's one of my best friends, and I'm basically, in a sense, you could say I'm a Harry Potter YouTuber, but obviously it's more than that as well. And I make videos where I try to kind of have Harry Potter as the topic, but make something bigger and more exciting, I guess, than just, I don't know. I just use Harry Potter as like the baseline for my videos, and then I come up with whatever topics.
Yeah, so yes. You can't see me because my camera went off, so that probably just seemed out of nowhere. But just to give you an idea, some of Vegard's videos, visiting Harry Potter film locations, Harry Potter spelling bee, turning his room into Hogwarts, the importance of the Hogwarts houses, which that one I feel like is more like Harry Potter directed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like other ones are sort of like how to be a part of the fandom and like playing with the fandom, and that one is more of like a
that's like very like into,
not theory but like content.
Yeah, it's like that was more like talking like into the fandom. So that one is like only Harry Potter fans could probably watch that, or maybe I don't know how to explain that.
You would be shocked at people who watch videos about things they have no idea about.
Yeah,
because I've definitely fallen down YouTube rabbit holes where I'm like, what am I watching right now? This isn't even in English.
But that's, I hope that I sometimes take topics, like for example, turning my room into Hogwarts. Like you would only need to know Hogwarts to enjoy that video. Like it's not like you have to be a super Harry Potter fan to watch my channel.
I like your channel.
Thank you.
This video has 115,000 views asking Siri Harry Potter questions.
That's the thing. Like I feel like it's the most random videos that get, like the videos that I don't think much about often are the ones that do very well. Like that one was like, oh, I need a topic. I've done this before. Let me just do it again because people enjoyed it the first time. And then it blew past the original one.
I love this. I love your channel.
Thank you.
I'm so here for it. Oh, we need to get you over 100,000 subscribers. I don't know that we're going to have the kind of poll to help you with that, but I will do everything I can. I'll click subscribe. Looks like we are not subscribed, but I see all of your tweets and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I definitely watch videos more off my Twitter feed than I do off my subscription box.
Really? That is very interesting to me. Because I'm like very much, as much as I'm a creator, I'm like the most intense YouTube watcher. If I'm not...
I mean, I watch a ton of YouTube videos, but it's like, rarely do I just whip the app open and like... I'm going to sit down and watch YouTube videos now. It's like, ooh, a creator I liked posted a video and I got notified on 14 different social media platforms.
Thank you, Peter McKinnon.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, I'll get like an Instagram ad and it's like, swipe up for the new video. And I'm like, ooh, swiping.
That's my least favorite part of being a YouTuber is the like, care about me, listen to me, hello, I'm here, care about me.
See, I love that though, because like I love getting invested in the creators that I watch. It's not just like, oh, you make videos. It's like you're a real person. Like I follow your Instagram. I see what you do in real life.
Not that. I mean, like specifically the post where I'm like, oh, click on this thing.
Oh yeah, I mean,
swipe up to see this. I'm very like I enjoy doing everything else where it's like just talking about stuff or on Twitter or Instagram. Like, but that specifically when I'm like, swipe up to see this new video and swipe up now to buy this merch. I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, I definitely always feel a little weird plugging stuff like that.
That's the mood.
The biggest mood.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, plugging yourself is always going to be a weird thing to do.
Yeah.
Just like, hey, people, you should watch or listen to the thing I just put out. Thank you.
Yeah. That being said, I do want to do a little call to action because we do need to wrap up the show. I just saw the time ticker.
Well, we also did spend 15 minutes ordering coffee and you disappearing. So
I wasn't gone 15 minutes. I just want to do a little call to action. If you like this show, please tell your friends about it. Share it with somebody that means something to you who may also like the show. Really, really, really would like to, make this thing a little bit bigger. Yeah. And I'm not even asking you to spend money now. I'm just saying if you like this show, please tell somebody about it. Share it on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram. If you think that you have no influence, you are wrong. You have somebody following you on Twitter or Instagram, probably. If you have one person following you, then that's enough for me. But please share the show with your friends if you enjoy it. We really enjoy making it, and we would really love to grow it to be bigger and better and all the things.
That's true. I pretty much only listen to podcasts based on what the people I trust tell me to listen to. It's a lot less of like, I don't go in my podcast app and just search like, you know, I don't know, a
No,
keyword.
because that's it's a hard thing because I feel like this is obviously not about Hunger Games or anything, but like podcasts are hard to find unless someone tells you about them, because it's not like you're not going on a podcast app and searching, oh, I want to listen to a film podcast, so you search that. It's like you found it randomly, and that's what I think is so cool about podcasts as well. It's like it's kind of hidden in a way, and it's like a cool, I don't know how to explain it, but it's interesting. I wish also that there was an easier way for people to find podcasts, because like if you could just search film podcast, and yeah, I don't know.
I mean, you can do that. Like, that is 100%
Yeah,
a
obviously.
thing. It works pretty much the same way as YouTube. There's just not subscription boxes and recommendations.
That's what I mean. So that's what I feel like is missing, because
I tell you what, folks, it would really mean a lot to us if you could share this with your friends and family. If you feel like you have nobody to share this podcast with, please leave us a review on iTunes. I don't know that those actually do anything, but they do make me genuinely happy when I read them.
Nobody has any idea how the iTunes charts work. Let's be really honest.
But if they do make an impact, it would really help us out if there was more of them. We have a good number, but I always want more. And if they don't do anything, then like you will make Ethan and I genuinely
So
smile
happy.
when you write a positive review, and that's more valuable than downloads.
It's just always great
I'll
when
be
you guys
sure
listen.
to share it in my video as well, for sure, because I'm very excited.
Yes.
I just love talking about film and listening to people talk about film. Really.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're a film student. Damn, I did not actually know that. I did not know why you were in England. I couldn't remember.
I guess.
thought you just wanted to hang out with Sophie.
Yeah, that too.
I mean, honestly, it's crossed my mind. Like, if I move to England, I can hang out with Seamus and
Yeah, you want
Sophie
to hang out with
Vegard.
Seamus and have him stick a shotgun mic in your face.
Oh, yeah. That's how our friendship goes. It's just we just have our cameras in our face.
Oh, no, I was specifically referring to the video where he decided
Where
to
he
use
does.
the shotgun mic as, like, a handheld.
It's Seamus sometimes, he's the one I'm like helping out sometimes with like YouTube and technological sides of it. Like he filmed on auto for the longest time on his camera, and I was like, Seamus, I'm not allowing you to buy this new camera and film everything on auto. Hello. Suddenly he goes to me, oh, is ISO 1600 good? I was like, oh, no.
Not with lights!
Yeah, you were like, you have studio lights and you're filming on ISO 1600. What are you doing?
He doesn't know. He just wants to make videos.
Well, yeah.
Mr. Beast got to like 250,000 subscribers on an iPhone 5. So,
Yeah.
you know.
I mean, at this point, I feel like you could.
Right, but that wasn't the point, though. Is that Mr. Beast didn't have a camera. Seamus has a camera.
Yeah. He was like not using it right.
But I love Seamus because I know he's out there listening.
Oh, hello, Seamus. I hope you're using your camera right still. No, I'm kidding.
Classic.
Fair enough. Well, let's start moving toward the the wrap up.
Oh.
Do we have a final thought of this movie? Like, where did it leave you?
At this
Penny.
point, I feel like now I like it. Like I realized that I wasn't that excited about it. At the beginning, I was like, oh yeah, it's pretty good. But then as we talk, I'm like, well,
I feel like we just
I really love it. I really do. I think this is a fandom that I'm sad is like died away for the most part.
yeah.
Because I really enjoy this story. I enjoyed these characters, and I think there's a lot of discussion to be had.
So you
with
want
it.
Suzanne Collins to
Even
turn
though it
into
has
J.K. Rowling
problems,
type?
Yeah.
No, I don't want Suzanne Collins to say anything else about the story.
No.
I want the
Like I feel like she hasn't though. She hasn't like.
No, and that's
actually-
good.
She
Yeah.
hasn't.
No.
She's not going to
Nope.
come out tomorrow
Yeah.
and be like, actually, Peeta was gay the whole time.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I'm glad that doesn't happen in this area. But I don't know. I really like the concept and the story. It has problems, but like I could rewatch it.
Oh yeah,
many times.
this is a watchable movie. It was definitely a fun movie. It's
Yeah.
by no means bad. It's not perfect. That's it. I feel like we said a lot of bad stuff about it. People are gonna be like, "Wow, you kind of harshed on this movie a little bit," and like, it's probably true. But I definitely like this movie. I don't.
I feel like everyone, if they just listened to the beginning, I feel like they're going to think we hated this movie.
No, I enjoyed it. It was fun to watch. I mean, it was.
Yeah.
There are
all the more
definitely
incentive to listen to the end.
definitely worse ways to spend 2 hours and 20 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like you could be
Like
in the Hunger
Mockingjay.
Games.
Yeah, you could be.
Wow, brutal. Whew. Wow, like Venom. Let's go visit the big board. How's the big board doing over here? Where is it? Drive. Movie ranking. All right. Is it better than Venom? Yes.
Yeah.
Is it better than Transformers? Yes. Is it better than Crimes of Grindelwald? Yes.
Yes.
Now we get into the tough stuff, which is earlier than I would have thought. Lego Movie 2, the second part. I said yes because I don't remember what it was
Lego
about.
Movie 2, the second part was bad.
National Treasure.
Yeah.
Ralph breaks the internet. Ooh.
Yeah.
Vegard, you were at the premiere for this.
Oh, yes. I would say it's better. Can I say something about Ralph Breaks the Internet? I felt no stress during that movie. Like, I felt like at no point was I concerned about any character. I loved the movie. I was just not, at any point did I think there were in any danger at any, like, of any kind. I was like, oh, this is just a happy movie and everything's happy and I'm loving it. Like, that's how I felt about it. So I feel like I do like this better.
All right.
I can get behind that.
I can get behind that. Lego Batman.
I don't watch.
Okay, Ethan.
I don't know. That's a toughie. Probably.
Emperor's New Groove.
No.
All right, above Lego Batman.
Do you agree or disagree? Or
I think anywhere in this segment, I think Bumblebee is where I would be like, Bumblebee was awesome.
Bumblebee was awesome. Yeah, it's just.
And then above that's.
I mean, I just really love Emperor's New Groove, even though it doesn't quite hold up as much as I thought it did.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine with me. Yeah, I'm with you in that camp. I would say below Emperor's New Groove, the new 17.
Oh, wow.
We've reviewed a lot
Wait,
of good
what?
movies this year.
What's the first one right now?
Dark Knight. This is 2019.
Okay.
So,
okay, yeah.
or-
So you change it every year.
Yeah, so like all the Harry Potter, all the Marvel except Captain Marvel, all that stuff is in last year's list. So this one starts with Dark Knight, Jurassic Park, Captain Marvel, Us, Toy Story 3, How to Train Your Dragon 3, Interstellar, Toy Story 2, Dark Knight Rises, Get Out, Batman Begins, Toy Story, Princess Bride, Miracle, Bumblebee, Emperor's New Groove, and now The Hunger Games.
Yes.
I forgot what
Did
we
you forget what
lost.
it's called for a
I was
second?
gonna be like, wait, were we supposed to say it?
I know. I wasn't sure. Am I being waited on?
I was
Like,
like,
what's going on here?
The Hunger Games.
The Hunger Games, new 17.
Yes.
Did you see Us? Did you see the Jordan Peele movie? Do you watch horror?
I love horror. I have not seen it yet, but I've heard that it's good, but the ending is so confusing.
Did
I
you just hear
disagree.
that
Ending
from
makes so much
Seamus?
sense.
Did you only hear that from Seamus?
No, I heard that from a lot of people,
Okay.
actually. I did see it from Seamus as well.
Because Seamus is
Seamus is
incorrect.
wrong. The ending makes perfect sense.
Because we have a group chat for our film study group, and a lot of they said like this is the most confusing thing ever.
It's entirely possible that you just have to be American to get it.
Oh,
It's a super American thing.
oh really?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like it's revealing of some not
it's
so
a-
nice parts about our general zeitgeist.
Oh,
And socioeconomic culture and yeah.
I
No.
really want to watch it though.
I
It's
loved
super.
it.
Did you see Get Out?
I can't even think. I'm so bad with names as well. I don't think I did. Was that the one about the like
The white people turning
black
black
person
people
in
into
the like and the
mindless
family
slaves.
was like
are using their bodies.
wait sorry what the it chopped up first.
They like the white people like take the black people's bodies.
Oh yeah, that one looks crazy. I have not seen it yet.
Oh man, that's an important film.
Yeah, if you like
know,
horror, you
I-
should watch both of them. They're both very good.
I know it's been like on my list for so long. Because I've heard so many good things about it.
Well, fair enough. That was a fun time, a fun little romp.
Yes.
I liked revisiting this series. Maybe we're not gonna continue next week on Hunger Games. Do we have a movie picked out for next week, Ethan?
Not as far as I know.
Can we do Shazam?
I guess.
I want to do it. It's got Zachary Levi and it's got Mark Strong, and I want to do
Okay.
it.
Is that next
I
week?
want to see it. I think it comes out this Thursday.
Okay, cool.
When this episode comes
cool.
out, I'll double check.
You guys are lucky you're in America. You get to see everything when it actually comes out.
You guys get something recently, way before us.
How to Train Your Dragon 3
think
was
you
out in
get-
Australia for like a month and a half before it came out here.
I still
Yeah,
don't
and you guys
get
are
that
getting.
system.
Aren't you getting Endgame before us?
Possibly. I feel like
No, I can't imagine they would allow that.
uh,
Thursday, April 4th. Yeah, it comes out this
Okay.
weekend.
Wait, it comes out on Thursday? That's weird.
I mean, that's like the preview.
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that like that was the actual release day. I was like, that's strange.
You can buy tickets. now,
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha,
that's why
gotcha.
it's showing Thursday,
Cool.
April 4th.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yay! I'm so excited.
I'm not committing to anything DC related. That is a for now it's a one-off.
Well, I think 'cause we have another new film the following week, don't we?
We do?
I can't
I
remember.
don't think we have anything till Endgame.
You're probably right. Okay, let's villain. I like the villain. Breakfast food.
Oh God.
Nightlock.
Death berries.
Wheat and wheat byproducts.
Just something real bland.
Yeah, I would say like plain oatmeal. Like just the most bland thing you could think
Probably
of.
like the store brand too. It's called something like it's not like Quaker Oats. It's like Shaker Grains.
Protestant oats.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You gonna finish that sentence?
Nope.
Okay.
I got nothing else to say.
Fair. Okay, well, Vegard, where can we find you?
You can find me on YouTube, just Vegard, or on Instagram and Twitter as It's Vegard. So, just, yeah, in one.
Perfect.
But, yeah, that's it.
Fair enough. That's easy peasy.
Vegard's everywhere. Yay. You can
Yeah.
find us all over the place, too.
Yeah, you can find us, the show's at Bacon and Eggs Pod on Twitter and Instagram. And this episode was brought to you by Carlin Brothers Coffee. Again, always a one. Use code BACON at checkout for 10% off your entire order, including the tea and the cold brew and the coffee and I think the mugs and stuff.
And I'm going to get to taste it.
Everything.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, Vegard's got some a couple bottles on the way.
Yeah, 6 bottles.
6 bottles. I could not
Oh
remember
my
how
God.
many. It's recommended by people that you dilute it, so I would just taste it first to see if you can handle it. But
Yeah.
the cold brew is pretty freaking strong. Like you will experience caffeine in your life.
I have like a coffee, like 2 coffees in the morning basically, so I'm ready for it. And
Like-
did you know, like, this is a random fact, but Norway is like the country that drinks the most coffee basically. It's like really close to America, even though we have like 5 million people living there.
That's wild.
That is insane.
Yep.
We drink a lot of coffee. Apparently, China and India are slacking on their coffee game.
Oh wow.
Well, they have more people. That's the only thing.
Yeah.
I feel like they drink a lot of tea. You can get the tea from Carlin Brothers
Mom
Coffee
makes a lot of
too for using promo code BACON at checkout.
Yeah. All right. On to the next. On to
Our
the next thing.
graphics are by Vish on Brandy. You can find him at graphite.vmb on Instagram. And our music is by Andrew Scott Bell. You can find him at andrewscottbell.com. And I think
Student Academy Award winning.
that's everything.
I think it is. Vegard, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Thank you for having me. It was so fun.
Good. I'm glad you had fun and you're not like, these guys are freaking idiots. What is this?
No, I love it. I'm not used to the podcast format. I did have a podcast for about 2 episodes and then it dropped off. But it was fun.
It's a different kind of work.
Yeah.
We super fun having you. I'm glad we've now done. I feel like we haven't had Cherry Wallace and we haven't had who's the other girl that hangs out with you guys? Oh gosh, I should know.
Kelsey?
The girl, the rave Hermione girl.
Kelsey Allison.
Yes, Kelsey Allison.
Kelsey and
I
Cherry, you need to
retweeted
get
her
them.
recently.
They're great.
Yes. So I need more British area YouTubers.
Yes.
But thank you so much for joining us. This was
Thank
literally
you.
super duper fun. If Ethan, any last
Nope,
thoughts?
I'm good. Everybody good? We good? We all feel good?
All
We
feel
just
good.
watched
You
10
need to tell
kids
me when
die
to
with
end
our
the
own
recording.
eyes. Anyway, that's about the end of the show. I think that's going to do it for us here on Bacon and Eggs. I've been Ethan Edgehill. He's been Tyler Carlin, and him over there in England. I almost said Norway. You're from Norway.
Yep.
You're not in Norway. Wait, him over there in England has been Vegard. And until next time, arrivederci.
And may the odds be ever in your favor.